So the other day I was perusing the Steam market for some cheap games to play, as you do when the homies aren't getting on and you're bored, and I think I found possibly the best indie game in existence. In Ape Out, art and music come together in a way you've never seen before. The game's bold and abstract visuals set the stage for a soundtrack that reacts in real time to the chaos you create. Every punch, throw, dramatic escape is matched by a shifting jazz beat that evolves with the action. It's not just background music, it's part of the lively gameplay experience. At its core, this game is a fast-paced, top-down action experience similar to games like Hotline Miami. In the first chapter, which are referred to as discs in this game, and when you get halfway through a mission you have to flip the disc, which is kind of just a cool detail that I like. One of the game's main themes is obviously jazz music, and each one of the game's 4 chapters are represented as jazz albums, with each level representing one track, and it has its own stylistic style of jazz.
You like jazz?
But anyway, you play as a gorilla trying to escape captivity in this first chapter. The game's mechanics are deceptively simple. Your gorilla moves around with surprising fluidity. You'll use basic controls to slap the shit out of enemies, or you can grab and hurl them into obstacles or other enemies. Although yes, you are a rampaging gorilla and just can go absolutely ape shit on some peeps, these peeps are armed with fucking guns. Being able to die from 2 shots makes the gameplay feel super intense as you desperately try to charge down enemies before they get a shot off, or scour away to avoid dying. The levels become increasingly difficult as new enemies and mechanics are introduced to the player. The later levels bring all of these aspects together to make one intense final disc. Now the real magic happens when you start playing. The jazz percussion isn't just a backdrop, it's a living, breathing part of the game. As you rampage through the levels, the soundtrack reacts in real time. Every enemy you smash, every wall you crash through triggers a shift in the beat. The gameplay features a loud and chaotic, all-percussion jazz soundtrack composed by Matt Walk, which reacts dynamically to the gameplay. For example, by increasing intensity as the player faces more enemies, crashing cymbals each time an enemy is killed, and adjusting the volume according to one's speed and the number of kills. As a drummer and game dev person, I am fucking fascinated with how the soundtrack works. It's something that I want to personally look into and maybe introduce into a game that I'll work on in the future. But yeah, it's super cool. The art style of Ape Out is striking and minimalist, using bold, blocky visuals to create a highly stylized and abstract world. The game features a top-down perspective with a limited color palette dominated by vibrant, contrasting hues like deep reds, bright oranges, and cool blues and purples and all that shit. Characters and environments are depicted with sharp, angular shapes and flat shading, which gives the game a raw, almost brutalist aesthetic. The visuals are reminiscent of a modern art piece where the focus is on the impact of color and form rather than intricate details. This simplicity allows the action to take center stage, with splashes of color representing the chaos of combat. The visual style, combined with the dynamic jazz soundtrack, creates a sense of intensity and rhythm that perfectly complements the gameplay, making the entire experience feel like an interactive piece of art. Ape Out is an experience that fuses art, music, and gameplay into something truly unique. The minimalist visuals grab your attention, but it's the reactive jazz percussion that keeps you hooked, turning every moment into a pulse-pounding rhythm of chaos. Whether you're a fan of top-down action games, or just someone who appreciates little niche games with cool art styles and fucking awesome music, Ape Out really delivers something special. I picked this game up while it was on sale for $3, and I mean, come on guys, that's 4 CS2 cases. For such a low price, I'm extremely impressed with the student-made game, and it's honestly inspired me to get back into the world of game development myself. So what do you guys think? Will you be trying it out when it goes on sale? Let me know in the comments if there's any other cool aesthetic games I should try. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm thinking of doing more videos like this, and I'm considering doing a video on Jazz Punk for my next one, which I absolutely love that game. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.